Indie artists, you need to stop buying these fake features from these big name artists that you can get through a lot of these producers nowadays, because it's not real. It's not a real feature, and it for sure is not a real cosign from that big name artist, because there's no real connection between you and that big artist. You're just getting scammed by not just the producer who's selling you that beat with that hook or that verse from that big name artist on there, but you're also getting scammed by that big name artist who signed their name to that producer to allow this to happen. You're not going to be able to get any real growth of this. And I know that's what you're trying to do, but you're getting scammed by these people, and you're ultimately scamming your fans and strangers who you want to be potential fans, because they can see right through this. They know it's a fraud. So you're not going to grow. You're only going to lose from this strategy. So instead of trying to fake it until you make it, which only makes you fake, try actually making it. Because there's only really three main base ways to grow in the music industry, and those are
my revolutionary faculties got me switching up the game and changing minds. Get them out the system, I'll be saving lives.
What's up, y'all? Harkos here with the Makin Cents Podcast, where it's all about music marketing, branding, and how to have success. Real success. Now, emphasizing real success extra today. I always say it at the beginning of every episode, but I'm saying it for real today, because I always see a lot of different fake success strategies that artists try to use. It used to be hashtag strategies, and here lately it's been a lot of taking other people's content and reposting it to their channels and stuff. But then you always see fake numbers from streaming and bot playlists or stream teams. You're seeing fake engagement and fake following on social media from bots as well, but also from engagement teams or follow for follow schemes between other artists. But the biggest way that I'm seeing independent artists, especially in the hip hop scene, obviously it's not in a lot of other genres, but in the hip hop scene, I've seen a lot of people trying to run fake success is by getting fake features. Okay, so that's why I'm saying here at Makin Cents Podcast, we're all about music marketing and having real success as an independent artist. Real success, not fake, okay? And so I wanted to talk today about these fake features. Now, I understand the premise behind it, okay? Because as an independent artist, you have a desire to look like you're gaining success by having a bigger name artist on your song with you. Because it's a great thing to have if it's real. Because, see, what a feature from a bigger name artist as an independent artist actually is supposed to do for you is essentially be a cosign from that bigger name artist who has a big following and name recognition, and they are telling their followers and people who know them, hey, here's this independent artist that I found. I'm vouching for them. They're legit. You need to listen to them as well too. I hopped on a song with them. That's how much I feel that they are the next thing up. And that can do wonders for an independent artist's growth and success. You see this all the time. I mean, for instance, off the top of my head, Lil Wayne did this with his whole Young Money crew. Nicki Minaj, Drake, some of the other people that didn't really kind of get a lot of limelight, but Nicki Minaj and Drake are big examples of that. Yeah, they were making noise before Lil Wayne put his name with them. But once they signed to Young Money and Lil Wayne was on songs in music videos with them, it blew them up. Because Wayne used all of his credibility to bring these people up as well too. Okay, and Wayne's not the only person who's done this. Pac tried to do this with a lot of people. Biggie, Jay-Z. There's a lot of people who have done this. I mean, Jay-Z did it to a lot of people. He did it to Cameron, who eventually did it with Dipset. He did it with Beanie Sigel and Freeway. I mean, there was a lot of people who came up from a lot of these big name artists, and it's very, very common practice in the music industry, and it's a great way for you to actually grow as an independent artist. And so as an independent artist, you want to actually get these cosigns, but you want them to be for real. But nowadays, there are a bunch of producers who are making these beats, and they're either stealing features from these big name artists, which I've seen, but those usually get shut down. But what I've been seeing a lot here lately are legitimate collaborations between the producer and that big name artist to have a feature beat where that big name artist is on the hook and or a verse on that beat, and then the producer sells it at normally a higher rate than what they sell just a blank beat to a bunch of independent artists, sometimes thousands of independent artists. That one beat with that one hook, with that one verse on it, whatever the situation is, excuse me, they'll sell that to thousands of artists. And the producer makes money off of it. And then, of course, they cut in that big name artist with those royalties. And that helps the producer make money, which I'm all for making money, but that also helps the independent or the big name artists make money, which I'm all for. Again, people making money, but it's a scam. It doesn't help the actual independent artist. So I'm firmly against it on that basis right there. Because like I said, it helps the producer by helping them get name notoriety amongst a bunch of independent artists, saying, hey, look, I'm a producer. I make a lot of great beats. Here's a lot of my great beats. But I don't just make great beats. I'm getting noticed by these big name artists. So if you hop on my beats, what they're saying indirectly, they're not actually saying this because they could get sued, but what they're saying indirectly by having these big name artists on their beats, they're saying, hey, look, my beats have been used by these big name artists. Here are some of my beats. And that's inferring to the independent artist, oh, so if I use that beat, I can start getting noticed by that big name artist too? I can start getting some of the notoriety that producer and that big name artist are getting? Okay. And so then they bite. And so it helps the producer because then now they're getting more sales. They're growing their name recognition and their brand. And it also, of course, helps the big name artist because now they're getting either a lump sum payment from that producer for this feature, and or they're also getting cuts off of every sale, but then they're also getting points on the royalties from every single stream that beat with their verse or hook gets across the internet, across the hundreds or thousands of independent artists that lease that beat, whether it's just a basic MP3 lease or whether it's a wave or a track out. They're buying it at different levels. And then no matter if that independent artist gets one stream on that song or a million streams on that song, the producer gets points on that, and that big name artist gets points on that as well too. So from the standpoint of the big name artist and the producer, they're seeing it as a way, hey, look, I can make some decent money off of here and grow my name. And I get that. That's great. That everybody needs success, and I'm all for people having success. But you got to do it the right way. I'm all about success, but you got to do it the right way. You have to. And the way I'm seeing it is with these fake features on these beats, with true collaborations between the producer and the big name artist, it's only benefiting those two people. It's not benefiting the independent artist because, again, it's not giving a real feature which signals a real cosign from that big name artist. And people can see through this. When it first started, people were buying it. They're like, oh shit, that person actually got, a feature from that big name artist. But now people know that that's not legit because they're seeing it happen so much. They're hearing multiple independent artists have that same feature on that same song. Stuff like that. And so they're able to see through it. Plus, they see the marketing about it. And they're like, well, that can't be right. That artist only has a few thousand monthly listeners on streaming platforms or a few thousand or 10,000 followers on social media. No way they got that big legendary artist on their track. All right. And so, again, it doesn't actually help the independent artist. It just hurts them because it's fake and people can see that. And a lot of artists will be like, well, Harkos, it's not fake. I got a contract here. And you know what? For one, I want to say, look, contracts can be fake, but let's just err on the side of caution that, hey, all these contracts are legitimate. They 100% can't be, but let's say they are for the sake of argument. So what? Regardless of the contract that you have, you are still not actually building a legitimate connection between you and that big name artist. Okay? You're not. On a rare occasion, an independent artist, a small-time independent artist, will run into or be connected to a big-name artist through many different ways. Whether they run into him at a show and they befriend them, they hang out with them, and they become friends, they build a connection, and that independent artist actually does hop on a legitimate track with them, and they can get some footage of in the studio with them or whatever the situation, maybe a real music video with them and stuff like that. They can actually do that. Maybe the independent artist happens to have a decent sized budget so they can actually buy a real feature with real studio time and a real music video from that artist. Or maybe it's a situation where the independent artist is doing networking and stuff, and they happen to make a connection with a producer who's on their way up, who has real connection with big name artists, and they say, hey, let's make this connection here because I think that your styles could really mesh. And then it's a real networking connection that builds, and so it's a real feature with a real cosign, and most importantly, you also get real music videos with this. Those things happen on very rare occasion where somebody with basically no following will meet a big name artist, get a cosign, and blow, right? That can happen, but it's super rare. But again, like I just said, one of the biggest signifiers of these being fake features, not only with them just being everywhere, and you're saying, oh, well, you got a feature with so-and-so as well too? Yeah, I saw 5 other artists have that same song. Besides that, the biggest signifier is no music video. They'll release the track out with an image with the 2 artists on there or something like that, because they paid for likeness to be able to use the image and the name of the big name artist, right? And that's what they'll have. They'll maybe have like a lyric video or a graphic visualizer, which I can't stand either one of those. And I will give it credit. There are some really good lyric videos out there that are actually visually entertaining. And it's not just with the words flying in and out of the screen, but actually the background changes and moves, and the lyrics, the words on the screen, they actually move within the elements of the background. It's like a 3D video and stuff. Those can actually be pretty cool, okay? But in general, I still say don't do those, because having a real music video with your face, you acting out the song, is going to build a deeper connection with strangers especially, but also with fans, to where they actually want to dive in deeper with you as an artist, listen to more of your music, dive in deeper with you on connecting on social media, going to your website and becoming part of your inner circle, buying your music, your merchandise, stuff like that, right? All the steps in the fan journey that I always talk about, those are all things that can actually be built a whole lot better and a whole lot easier and faster off of a real music video with your face in it, as opposed to even a great lyric video, okay? But again, back to what I'm talking about, that's a big signifier that it's not a real feature, is that there's no real music video. Because if it was a real cosign from that big name artist, they'll be in that video. Whether you pay for it or not, they'll be in that video because they really want to say, hey, look, I'm right here. I'm standing with this artist. I'm standing on my word. This artist is next up. Right? They'll probably even say that in the song. Yo, so-and-so is next up. And they'll call him out by name. That's how you know it's a real feature too. But there's no music video. But guess what? Artists are getting smart to this. And I've started seeing some artists who will actually make fake music videos with that artist in their music video. So what the artist will do is they'll create the music video with them in it, right? It'll be 100% real, but they'll leave space in the shot for that other artist to either be next to them in the background or have a spot where they're filming the background where with no artist there. And what they'll do is they'll take video from that big name artist's music videos. They'll crop out the background and green screen it essentially, and take that artist and put them in the video, like I said, in a form of green screen, and make it look like, oh wow, they're actually in the background of that video. But if you look closely, you'll actually be able to see that artist, that big name artist, is mouthing not to the lyrics of that song that you're actually hearing. And artists are getting smart to that too. They're like, okay, well, let's make it to where people can't tell that, and they'll use like flashing effects in order to try to mask that and stuff like that. But honestly, all that does is just add to the fraud, okay? And like I said, I get it. You're trying to grow your name. And I'm not going to discount that having a real cosign with a real feature from a big name artist, or even a medium name artist, right? Somebody bigger than you, is a great way to grow. But it has to be real, okay? It has to be real. You have to get real cosigns to actually grow. And, you know, honestly, what I think independent artists should do is grow to the point where they actually make that connection with that artist so that it's a real, genuine feature and a genuine cosign. Because there's other options too where artists, like I said a little bit ago, can actually just buy a feature including studio time in a music video with a big name artist. But then that artist, that indie artist and that big name artist, they're never working together again, because there's no real networking connection that was actually built. It was just a way for that big name artist to make some money real quick. And they know, hey, I'm getting paid right now. I'm going to get points. If this does blow, okay, cool, I win. If it doesn't blow, hey, I just won right now. I made some money and I'm moving on, right? They see it as a money-making, not necessarily scheme, but a money-making method. Okay? And again, I'm not against people making money. I'm not against people growing and having success. But I think it should be real. And so, as an independent artist, I think that instead of faking your features by getting these beats and beat packs with these fake features on there, like I outlined a little bit ago, and or even going to the limits of getting those and creating a fake music video, or whether it's you're actually spending, you know, a few hundred or a few $1,000s to get an actual feature and studio time, a real music video from this big name artist or this bigger name artist, instead of spending that money to do that, why don't you actually spend your money on ads and real promotion to grow a real audience to the point where you're on a comparative level, maybe not the same level, but you're on a comparative level with these bigger name artists that you want to be on features with, so that they will actually see a real mutual benefit in collaborating with you on the song. They will probably even reach out to you and say, hey, I like your music. I think we should collaborate. And you're like, yo, I was just getting ready to message you too, right? I've always wanted to team up with you. I admire you, blah, 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 whatever. And you build a real connection with that artist. And then you actually build, even if it's not a deep friendship, it's an association with that artist that's legitimate. You've actually really networked with that artist. But in order to do that, you actually have to build a real audience. And building a real audience is key to real growth. I mean, come on, it's in the name, a real audience. And there's three main ways that you can actually get real growth as an independent artist and start building to get to the point where you can actually get these real features and these real networking opportunities with these artists and get real growth. Because once you get up to that level and you get a real cosign from another artist, it can exponentially catapult you. But in order to get there, you got to follow 3 base steps And again, these base overall steps. They got a lot of different points inside of it, but 3 base steps, okay? So the first base step that you need to run is put out consistent, entertaining, and engaging video content, okay, on a consistent basis, and it has to be real, entertaining, and engaging. The second main way is to run ads with that entertaining and engaging content, okay? And the third way, which honestly is one of the most important ways out of the 3, is to have an actual music business system set up, a whole system. So that way, when you're creating this entertaining and engaging video content, you're able to draw people in to you so they come down the fan journey. And so for those of y'all who are not familiar, the fan journey is where you take strangers, complete strangers, and you turn them into followers and listeners, where they start following you on social media, they see what you're up to, they go and start listening to music on streaming platforms, and then you take them and then you turn them into fans, where you actually have their email and you're able to communicate with them on a weekly basis through email direct communication. And then you take those fans, and through that deepening of connection through email direct communication, you're turning them into super fans, which is where they actually contribute to you, not only financially, but also by sharing and promoting you for free, essentially, to like their friends and their family members and stuff like that. That's what super fans do. Okay. So in order to do that, you have to follow these 3 base ways. And so again, you create that consistent, entertaining, and engaging content, and you can do it for free. I mean, everyone has a smartphone, and almost everyone has a smartphone that's at least 5 years old. And if you have a smartphone that's at least 5 years old, it'll shoot in bare minimum 1080p. Now, the older the phone gets, the more, the camera will be cracked or something like that because you drop it. That's why I got this hardcore case that actually protects my cameras, because I always drop phones. I'm always cracking screens. I'm always cracking cameras, okay? And so I'm not plugging this case, but, get you a solid case if you're one like me who always drops phone cases. But if you can shoot a music video or any kind of video, entertaining and engaging video content with a smartphone and shoot it in 1080p, but a lot of them shoot in 4K in the last 3 years especially. And that's high quality. That's great quality to be able to put on the social media platforms, including YouTube. And so you can do it for free. You can even do it as cheap as possible by, maybe you got a buddy that you have do it for you for free. Maybe it's another artist that you do a favor. Hell, I'll shoot you, then you shoot me afterwards, with a camera, not with any firearms. Okay, I'm not trying to promote violence, but you know what I'm saying. I want to say that because the AI algorithm on YouTube, you know how that gets. But you video somebody and they'll video you back, or maybe you know somebody. Hey, you know what, man? Can you hold a camera with me? I'll pay you $50 for a couple hours, or whatever the situation is. Right? You can get this video shot. Sorry, you can get this video. Yeah, you can get the video shot at a free or a cheap way by using a phone, and then you can even edit it on your phone with things like iMovie or even CapCut. You can use these to edit. You can even there's even for a computer, if you want to do it on your computer, there's free programs like DaVinci Resolve that you can use to edit. You can even use CapCut on your computer as well too, to edit these music videos together, and you can use effects. I mean, you can even go all the way up to using Premiere Pro like I use to edit videos, but you don't have to because that's an expense. But you can actually do these, and you can use your phone as a camera instead of paying hundreds of dollars for an expensive digital camera, which I will tell you, it does get a better quality of video, but it's not necessary at first, okay? You just need entertaining and engaging video content, okay? That's what you need first. And so use what you have until that starts paying for what you want, okay? I heard this from Adam Ivy years ago. He always says, use what you have until what you have pays for what you want. And so anytime I say that, I always quote him and give him props for saying it. I didn't come up with it. I just like it, and I use it as like a method to my madness. Everything that I promote here on this channel and when I'm working with artists one-on-one is all about trying to use what you have until it starts paying off to where you can upgrade. Okay, so use the phone that you already have. Make these videos and use free software on your computer or on your phone to edit these videos, whether it's a full-length music video or whether it's just other variations of content, which you should have. You should have music videos, but you should also have lifestyle videos where you're sitting down talking to artists, talking to fans about your hobbies, your interests, or maybe some behind the music type of stuff. Maybe you got some studio. Oh, this is my writing process. This is how I, warm up to get in the studio, or this is how I do this or that or whatever. And maybe you have like a bunch of B-roll of you going to the studio or, carrying about your day, and then you put your music behind it or something like that, and like a documentary style, vlog style type of content, right? You can do all these things, and you can do them for free on your phone and through free video editing software, okay? And then of course you can go live stream for a deeper, engaging, real connection with your fans. And you can do it for free on social media and YouTube and stuff like that. And then of course you can build a inner circle private live stream that's behind a paywall that's $5 or $10 a month or something like that, where you go deeper and you actually build a deeper connection with your fans and your super fans over there with that. But in order to get there, that's next level. In order to get there, you actually have to just create that entertaining and engaging content as realistic as possible for as cheap as possible. So that way you have plenty of content going out there that you can then, step number 2 is run ads on that content in order to not only just learn who your audience is by doing ads. You will do that because you'll have to actually put in different parameters of like audiences that you want to mirror and market to in order to capture the attention of those audiences to come to you, because you're going to be most similar to them. And that's the best way to do it. It's not hijacking somebody's audience. You're actually saying, hey, my music, what I represent, my movement is like these other artists. So, hey, ad platform, whatever, whether it's social media or YouTube or Google or whatever, hey, promote my stuff to these people's audiences as well, too. People who like these things, because they're going to be most likely like me. And then through the algorithm in that ad platform, it will be able to say, yes, this is the right audience, or no, this is not the right audience, and you can tune it from there. But once you get it tuned in and you learn who your audience is, then you can use ads to actually boost your signal in a real way on these social platforms. And then you can also take these ads and draw that traffic over to your streaming platforms. And what this will actually do is, once you're getting real traffic coming over from these ads, these are people who are going to start having genuine connection and interactions with you. And that is going to in turn boost the algorithm on not just the social media platform, but also the streaming platform, so that those platforms' algorithms will start promoting your content for free to a wider audience. And that will actually drive the cost of your views and stuff like that down on your ads. And so it'll be a greater win for you. You get a lot more bang for your buck out of it. And so once you're creating all the entertaining and engaging content that you can then use to run ads on to boost your profiles and to activate the algorithm in a real, genuine way, you need to have that step 3, which I said is the most important, which is your actual music business system set up, which is your home base, where you can sell your music, your merchandise, your tickets, your insider programs I was talking about, and you can have a real connection through email direct communications with your fans and build that deeper connection on your home base. Now, a lot of people just call it a website, but honestly, it's a lot more than just a standard website. That's why I call it a music business system, because when you draw people over to your website, your music business system, you are actually having a place on your system where you're showcasing your social media platforms, your streaming platforms, but you're also having a place where they can get free downloads of your music. And so you're giving them more value, and that's going to intensify the connection and the affinity that these people are having for you. And so whenever you give them free downloads of your music, they put in their email address, and that allows you to start having email direct communication with them. And with that email direct communication, you're not doing email marketing, okay? That's what a lot of people call it, but I call it email direct communication because 95% of every email that you send out to your fans should be just deepening connection. You should be talking about what's new in the way of music you're working on or what you got coming out here soon. You're trying to actually get replies to these emails from your fans saying, hey, I got these 3 tracks that I just created. I'm not sure which one to put out first. Here's some snippets of these songs. Listen to these and let me know which one do you think I should put out first. Or you can go even a step further and say, hey, you like this song? Here, it's a free download of it for you participating and voting on which one you think I should put out next. So you're actually having your audience and your fans contribute to your success. Again, deepening the connection. But you can't get that by just saying, oh, buy my new stuff every time you come to them an email. That's why I said 95% of your email has to be connection building. If you have a movement that you represent, you are big into politics or a social movement or a big hobby or a lifestyle, whatever it is, whether it's inhaling plants, I got to say it like that for the YouTube algorithm. So that I can run ads on this content to widen my audience, right? And to grow and to try to help out more independent artists like yourself. But whether it's inhaling plants or skateboarding culture or golf culture or just the rock and metal lifestyle or whatever your brand is that you represent, whatever your movement is, you can come to your audience every week in an email and talk to them about that. Get their engagement, ask them questions, and have them reply back to you and actually reply back to them with genuine conversation. And you can do this through a long text email, or you can even do video-based emails with them. And that's through your email direct communication. And then what you can do is, again, you can use that to draw to your insider program where you go live once a week with people who pay $5 or $10 a month. And they can actually be in a live chat, and you can talk to them live chat. Maybe even bring some people on video and talk with them about, like I said, if you're into politics or social movements, you can have conversations with your fans behind a paywall on your own platform, so you don't have to worry about getting censored on these social media platforms if you get controversial, right? Or if your fans, somebody gets on video with you and says something really crazy that you don't represent, but they happen just to get on there, right? You don't have to worry about that because they're actually invested. It's not just having a regular live stream where people are going to say crazy stuff in the comments and now you're held liable for it, inadvertently. This is on your private platform that you can actually have. And so you're going to have real people who are invested. They're like, hey, look, I don't want to get kicked off of here because I really like this artist and I want to contribute to this artist movement. I feel this movement. Okay, you're able to build all these connections with your fans. So that's why it's more than just a website. It's an actual music business system. Okay, and a lot of people think, okay, Harkos, I'm with you. I need to get a fully functioning website that's an actual real music business system like that. But look, man, I don't have a lot of money. And I definitely don't have money to be spending $30, $40, $50 a month to have my website hosted so I can have, be able to sell my music and my merchandise and have this email direct communication and be able to build this insider program and stuff. I don't have the $50 a month, which equates to $600 a year. I don't have that to spend, especially when I'm not even getting people there yet. I'm still trying to work on getting people to even want to take that next step. But again, like I said, if you don't have that system set up to where people can take that next step, then they never can. Okay? So I've actually figured out a way to keep that cost down from $600 or more a year down to only $25 a year, just to start you out so you can get your system set up and you can start drawing people in. And then as you grow, you can upgrade the different features, but you'll be able to actually afford it because you're actually having people come to your website and engaging in your music business system and participating and contributing either through donations or sales or your insider program. And then you're able to actually afford that $30, $40, $50 a month or whatever the situation is to upgrade and to have more features and nicer things and everything like that. But just to get you started, being able to only spend $25 a year to keep this up and running and it still be fully functional is the best way. And I found a way to, it's a lot of workarounds, right? Not a lot of workarounds. It's a couple workarounds. Let me say it like that. It's a couple workarounds, but it's a way to actually get it taken care of. See, I'm all about not just making $1 out of 15 cents. I'm about making $1 out of a fraction of a cent. And so if you can have a fully functioning music business system that costs you essentially $0 a month, I mean, $25 a year, no matter how you break that down, that's basically $0 a month, right? If you can have that, why wouldn't you want to do it? And so that's why I created a course called the All-in-One Music Business System that you can get right now. It's at a great low rate, okay? You can get it right now at apexmusicsystem.com. I'll have a link below in the description as well too. But you can get this course, and this course is at a low rate. Instead of me actually charging you hundreds of dollars to actually build it for you, which takes me some time and everything like that, so I got to legitimately charge you some decent money to build it. Instead of me doing that, you can just take this course and you can get the knowledge and get your system built in a DIY fashion for a lot lower cost up front. But then again, like I said, you're learning how to build the system and you're getting it all set up to where it only costs you $25 a year after you buy the course. But you also get lifetime access to this course. So anytime you want to make any changes, if you forgot what you were doing, you can go back to the course and you can make all the changes that you need to do. And most importantly, like, you're learning the skill of building this system that you can then take and you can charge other artists to build the system for them. You can do it. Okay? And you can make some extra money, and that money you can use towards running the promotion on your creative, entertaining, and engaging content. And this is how you're going to be able to grow. So by you going and taking this course that I have for the all-in-one music business system, available at apexmusicsystem.com or the link below, like I said, you will have a music business system set up for yourself that costs you as low as $25 a year to have operational, so you can actually start building a real core fan base. You'll also be getting a skill that you can then sell as a service to other artists and help them out at the same time, but also get some money. I mean, everybody loves making money. Like I said, I'm not against anybody making money. Okay? You'll be able to get that with this course. And if you click the link below, you will be able to go over and actually get a free preview of this course. No email required, nothing like that. No, enter your credit card information, nothing like that. Okay? If you click the link below this video for the course, it will take you to a free preview where you can watch a full module from the course where I actually show in this module how to set up the merch store. And I take it from start to finish. It's like a 20-minute episode or something like that, right? But it goes into great detail showing you exactly how to set up just your merch store. And that'll give you a preview as to the detail that I put into every single step that I show you in this course. Because in this course, I don't just talk in theory. I actually go through and show you every single step as I'm building a website with you. And you can just follow along. So you're getting real education by watching me do it, and I'm showing you step by step. Okay, so if you click the link below, you can go watch this free preview. And again, you don't have to put an email in to watch this free preview. You can watch the whole thing and not have to put in a credit card number, no email, no any information at all. You just click the link and you can go there and watch it. But after you watch it, I can guarantee that you will want to buy this course that's on a sale right now. I knocked $100 off the already low cost, okay? So go ahead and grab it now before the 10th of December. If you're watching this after the 10th of December, go click the link below and you'll see any sales I may be having at that time if I'm having any. But if I'm not having a sale by the time you watch this after the 10th of December, then you can still go and watch this preview, and the cost is still going to be low, okay? I'm keeping this cost as low as possible for this course because I genuinely want to help people. I have this free content that I put out here on this channel all the time in order to help people, where you can take all this information and you can put it into practice for free and actually grow yourself, because I want to genuinely help you. I also have the Wednesday night live streams, WTF Wednesdays, where I actually go and play artist music and do a live social media marketing review for them, absolutely for free, and to help artists. And so whenever I create this course and these courses, it's to be able to still help artists get the music business system set up that they want without having to charge them a lot more money for me to have my time to do it, because, like, no disrespect, I got bills in a family too, just like you do, okay? And so I got to be able to charge for my time. And so instead of you paying a lot of money for me to do it for you, you can pay a low cost. You can learn how to do it. You can have a skill now that you can make money off of. And I'm keeping that cost as low as possible, and you're able to have this music business system operational for as low as possible every single year, okay? And so, like I said, you click the link below, you can watch this free preview, and when you get this course, you will not only get lifetime access, but you also get, anytime I make any updates, which I'm getting ready to make an update to this course as well too. So if you want to get this update, you need to go grab the course now. You'll get the update absolutely for free. But any free updates that I do, you'll get those for free, and you'll even get notified, hey, I just put out an update to the course. You're able to get those as well too, absolutely for free, lifetime access. But you'll also get 30 days worth of custom support from me if you run into any issues along the way. Like I said, this course, I go step by step, and you can follow along and you can set it up yourself. But if you happen to run into any issues, you can reach out to me at any time, even after the 30 days. But within that first 30 days, you can reach out to me at any time, and I will hop on a video call with you and walk you through any issues that you may be having. Or if you we can't coordinate a time, you don't have time for that, I'll just create a video for you and show you exactly how to do this stuff with you. However I need to help you out, I will help you out for 30 days, 100% one-on-one custom support from me. After the 30 days, if you still need help, just hit me up. I'll help you out. We'll work something out. Again, I always my baseline for everything that I do is to try to help independent artists. And in order to help them, I want to give them as much value as possible for as low as a cost as I can honestly have, okay? So when you go and you take this course, you're getting your music business system in place so that you can have your home base of operation, so you can sell your music, your merchandise, your tickets, you have your insider program, you can build a deep connection with your fans. You're getting this to where it can be as operational, as low cost as possible. And I'm doing it because I genuinely want to see you succeed. Because I'm tired of seeing independent artists all the time using all these fake strategies to get a following, or to try to get a following. Fake it till you make it, Harkos. No, it just makes you fake. Getting fake features from artists is a scam. It's fake. You're only going to harm yourself. Okay? So instead of spending money on these fake features, whether it's a beat or whether you're actually paying the artist directly to hop in a music video for you, have an actual system set up and use the 3 base ways that I just discussed in this video to actually grow a real fan base so that you can get on the level where you can get a real feature and a real cosign from bigger name artists. Okay? And again, the 3 ways are: put out consistent, entertaining, and engaging content. Then you run targeted ads on that content that draw people in more. And then you have your music business system set up to where when they come in, they can come to your website and then they can buy your music, your merchandise, your tickets, get on your insider program, download some of your music for free, donate to you. All the things that you need to do to actually grow a real fan base to where you can get on the level to get real features from these big name artists. But again, if you're not following these 3 steps, and most importantly, if you don't have a music business system set up, you can never get to that level to where you can get a real feature. You'll just be wasting your time getting jaded by the music industry because you don't actually follow the 3 base rules to actually grow in this business. Okay? So implement those 3 base rules. And if you don't have step 3, which is a music business system, you need to get one. Click the link below this video. Or if you're listening on the audio podcast, there's a link below it too in the audio podcast. Or you can go to apexmusicsystem.com and you can get the all-in-one music business system course and actually set up your own music business system. And again, in the link below, you can see a free preview of that course. Absolutely free, no email, no credit card required to watch that and see exactly what it's all about. And I guarantee after you watch that video, you will say, hey, look, okay, I'm in. I need to get this. It's a low cost. I'll be able to have a skill that I can sell to other people and make the money back, no problem. Plus, I'll have my music business system set up to where I'll be able to draw fans in and start actually making some money in this music industry. You'll be able to do all those things. So again, apexmusicsystem.com. Get the all-in-one music business system if you don't already have a music business system. And if you do already have a music business system set up, use those 3 ways. Create that entertaining and engaging content, run strategic, smart ads against that content, and funnel people into your platforms and then ultimately to your website, to your music business system, so you can build a real fan base and you can get some real features. And stop being out here trying to fake it till you make it, because it only makes you fake. Y'all have a good one.